All right, where are we at? 2014. Again, a rate story. There's something happening at a rate, and when you integrate, it tells you how much. All right, grass clippings are placed in a bin where they are decomposed from 0 to 30 amount, and there's this equation. So you know what I'm going to do first. So I'm going to put that equation in the calculator before I go any further. Again, my goal is to be under 15 minutes. About like this is how long it should take you. So I'm going to press that. I'm going to actions. I'm going to delete it all. I'm going to go tab and then start typing. Make sure 6.687 parentheses 0.931 to the exponent. It's going to be x. Does it match? Okay, and there's that. I only have one equation. So now I come back here. Now I'm going to write down. You always write down first what you're doing, then use the calculator. So it says find the average rate of change. So what is a rock? It's going to be a fraction over from 0 to 30. So the denominator is going to be 30 take away 0. Then the top is going to be a 30 minus a 0. And then you plug it in. So let's just do it. So we're going to go control divide F1 30 subtract F1 0 and then 30 take away 0 or 30 and we get negative 0.196 and it says use units. So let's make sure we know our units. Find the average rate. So it's going to be a rate, the units, and the rate is in pounds per day. You can write down the word pounds or LBS. B, that's a point. Find the what's it in this one? Oh, all right, sorry. I was looking at something. Hey, I should focus. Find the value of the derivative at 15. It's getting a little easy. I want you to know that the exam was much easier in 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015. Then they started to get a little, like, just too many people passing. Just want to let you know. But whatever. You will still overcome. Power to the people. Here we go. The derivative at 15. So menu derivative, calculus derivative at a point. The value is at 15. And then F1 at x. Negative 0.163. The units would be pounds per day squared. And then what is the meaning of that? So that means the rate is decreasing. So the rate of grass clippings is decreasing. The rate is decreasing after 15 days, at 15 days. That's what it means, because it's negative. The rate is decreasing, not the amount, but the rate is decreasing. Part C. Find the time t for which the amount of grass in the bin is equal to the average amount of grass. So the amount of grass clippings, so find the time t which the amount of grass clippings in the bin is equal to the average amount in terms of what it would look like. So average value, that's what it's asking for, is integrating from 0 to 30. And we're going to integrate that equation and then divide. And then we want to make it equal to the A rock, to the average amount, or A rock. It gives me a different way to do it. So it just asks for the average. When I look at the answer key, it said just do the average value. So I'm going to just do the average value. That's not how I did it. Oh. So can you find the average value here? Fair enough. Menu calculus, integrate from 0 to 30, f1, x, dx. And it's 2.752. And see, that's not the answer, right? I do. So that is it, right? It says equal to the average amount of grass. I type it in. Typed it in right. 0 to 30 over 30. Find the time. You know what? I'm going to do it this way. So I'm going to create an equation. This is really what I wanted to do. To create this. The answer key is not accurate. It happens. I want it equal that. So when the average amount is equal to here, when are they equal to each other? Let's see if that is really what they want. Because the answer didn't match on the answer key. I'm going to try. So I'm going to go menu algebra, solve. And then I'm going to put this in. I'm going to go control, what's copy again? Is it control C? And then I'm going to go down and go control V. Does that work? Yay. All right. So equal to f1 at x, comma x. Let's see. I'm just going to see. Yeah, that's it. That's the answer. But they didn't show that in the answer key. Darn tootin'. So here. So when is the average amount equal to that? So you take the average amount, make it equal to the equation, and solve it, and we have the answer. And that answer is in days. We're going to do okay. Part D, I'm still within my 15 minutes. When t is greater than 30, L, the linear approximation at 30, is a better model for the amount of grass. Use that to predict. So do you remember how to do a tangent approximation? So in order to do that, I think I might have enough room here. We need 3 values. We need to know what t equals. So at t equals 30, t is 30. We need to know the y value. So can you plug in 30 here and tell me what the answer is? That's going to be the y value. So a at 30, that's ultimately the y value. And then the derivative at 30, right, for the slope. So that's 0.782. And then the derivative is the slope, right? And so did we already do the derivative? No. So we have to do the derivative. So menu, calculus derivative at a point at 30 for f1 at x. So the derivative is negative 0.055. And then what would the equation look like for that? So the slope, negative 0.055, would be t minus 30 plus 0.782. So think of this as your x-coordinate, your y-coordinate, and your slope. And create a line. There it is. And then it says, use that to predict a time where there will be 0.5 pound of grass can be remaining in the thing. So we make it equal to 0.5 and then solve that equation. Calculator can do it. So menu, algebra solve. I'm going to type that in. Oops, what did I press then? I couldn't see it because it got blurry. So menu algebra solve. So I'm going to type in negative 0.055 x minus 30 plus 0.782 equals 0.5, comma, x. The answer is 35.127 days. And you have your answer. All right, Mr. G Math over and out. We did it. 10 minutes.